What's going on, guys? Jay West here. Welcome to another Jay West Reviews. Today we're going to be checking out He-Man. Not just any He-Man, New Adventures He-Man from the future, from that awful like 90s cartoon where he went in the future and he got pants and Skeletor looked stupid. But he didn't look, he looked stupid, but then like toy form he actually looks pretty cool. But in the cartoon he looked kind of whack. I think he had like eyes and yeah, whatever. We don't talk about that one. We don't talk about that. But having him in figure form actually looks pretty cool. Not one of my favorite looks for He-Man. Actually, him wearing pants is kind of the thing now because the new Netflix cartoon where he's all big and jacked up actually looks pretty good with clothes on. Well, that sounds weird. But I like the outfit. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at this guy. In all his new adventure glory, that vlog that's coming out. That figure looks dope. That figure looks dope. And that Skeletor that's coming out, I don't think they've gone up for pre-order yet, but those two and Clawful look amazing. Oh my god, Grizzler looks good too. I knew we'd see that Merman again. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for the next wave of figures, man. They're gonna be so dope. But anyway, we're gonna get into this guy. Yeah, take a look at his packaging here. Holding the sword up aloft, the green one that looks nothing like the Master Sword. Why do I keep calling it the Master Sword? Power Sword. That's Zelda. Target. Didn't take my sticker off there, but you can see the back here. Let's see, anything on there? Just he's on some kind of planet. There's planets in the background. By the power of Eternia, the endangered planet of Primus is under attack by the evil mutants, leaving the Galactic Guardians but one choice. They traveled back through time to summon the one hero who could save them, He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. So that's pretty cool. And then you got the cross-sell with Evelyn, who's coming up next, Roboto, and Strato. So I'm going to do those pretty soon too. But I've been behind a little bit with Turtles and TMNT and Universal Monsters and stuff. So it's time to get back on track with He-Man. So we're going to open this bad boy up and we're going to take a look. All right, let's check out He-Man outside of the package. NA He-Man, what do they call him? NA He-Man or Galactic Protector He-Man, as Classics called him. Looks really good. I feel like this looks more closely related to the vintage version of this figure than Classics did, because Classics is really bulky. They have these really bulky sculpts. Even though these guys are big and bulky too, they were actually like kind of like they were like muscular, but they were lean at the same time. Like, it's harder to describe, but this feels more like a recreation of that vintage figure to me. So I'm really digging this figure. Not one of my favorite personal looks of He-Man, but it is He-Man, so you know, you gotta roll with the punches sometimes. Yeah, so it's gonna look a lot like Classics, but then it's gonna have not as many paint apps as Classics. But it still looks really good. I'm really digging everything about this guy. What's cool about him too is that he has the removable gauntlets on his arm, so you can pop. Ooh, those are on tight. Man, they're on tight. Okay. I don't want to rip that out of... Ooh, that feels like it's going to rip out of there. So, you know what? Let me push that back in. But yeah, these are removable. They do come off the gauntlets on his arms there. So that's cool. Removable armor. So that's going to come in play right now. So I'm going to show you that. So he's got the classic armor that wraps around. And then there's a tab on the back. You just pull that tab out like so. And it's very sturdy. It's on there really good. Like, it doesn't feel like cheap plastic, like it'll rip or break. It's on there really good. I like that. Okay, so we got that off. And we slide the armor off like that. And then he comes with this other armor piece. So it's like solid armor. It's almost like battle armor and then standard armor, you know? So this also has tabs on the side. What you're gonna do is pull these tabs out. These are a little bit softer. This is a little bit more of a flexible plastic. And then pull those tabs out. they're really on there good, I gotta admit. Like, these aren't gonna come off just like moving this guy around or touching him. You're gonna really have to put in some work to take these off. So I like that. I probably won't be using this armor for demonstration purposes. I'm gonna put it on him because I like the standard armor better. Okay, there we go. And then it just opens up like this. Put it over the head. It should slide right on like that. Push it over his face. Pop the tabs. And then I'm not going to tab it all the way closed because I'm going to take it off in a second. And that's pretty much his armor look. So it's pretty clunky armor. I'm not really a fan of the clunky armor. Even when it's on tight, it's still pretty clunky. And then he comes with the helmet. The thing that I've always loved this, the removable helmets. But I always thought, and when I was a kid, removable helmets and everything looked kind of weird. It just made the head look really big. But the proportions on this look perfect. When you put the helmet on, the head doesn't look too big. It looks just right, you know? And then with classics, it was just another sculpted head. I dig this better because then you can just take the helmet on or off. You can have it like in his hand, or you can put it on the side or something like that. I really dig that aspect of this figure. So that's dope. So that's him with that. And it's got a place for the power sword here. The neon green power sword actually looks a lot better than it did in classics. It's got like a better green. It looks really nice. And then we're gonna slide that bad boy right into his back. And there you go. Okay, so we're gonna take that armor off. Helmet, pretty cool. Got the big clunky armor. Gonna take that off. Put that to the side. And then put his classic armor back on. Snap that back into place. And the armor is back on. Now, as for looks, this guy looks really good. Only gripe is, my same gripe that I had with most of this line, is that some of the faces are off, some are hit, and some are misses. We got a miss. We got a miss on this one. The face just kind of something about the face just feels off to me. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's like the hairline or just the expression on his face. It's just kind of off. But other than that, it's a really dope looking figure. He looks really good. Yeah, you couldn't ask for more when it comes to a New Adventures figure. Like, I love some of the designs in that show too. The show was terrible, but I love some of the designs. I can't wait for NA Skeletor, and then they have is it Flog, or it's one of the other NA figures that's coming out. It looks really good. Looks so good. Oh man, like the designs are cool, but just the show was just kind of whack. So let me show you his other accessory besides his sword and his armor. Comes with this pretty cool shield here. This clear neon green looking shield, and you just pop, it has a peg on it. You just pop this peg into the side here, like so. You can put it on any way you want. So I'm gonna put mine on like this. Have him like that. Look at He-Man right there about to do battle in space. Look at that. Looking dope. All right, let's get into articulation real quick. Now, comes on a ball jointed head, so you're gonna get that left, right, up, down, pretty good. All around, like no hindrance on the like the ponytail is not gonna get in the way of anything. It's very soft plastic. You're gonna be fine. Shoulders, those are gonna be on a ball joint, so they get up this high. Then you have the bicep swivel right here. Then you have the doubles at the elbows. You have the swivel and the hinge at the wrist. Ball joint at the torso. You got the swivel at the waist. You got the ball joints at the thighs. You got the thigh cut. Doubles at the knees. Boot cut. And you got the hinge and the rocker at the ankle. So lots of articulation. Get this guy in any kind of poses you can dream of. So that is awesome. And all in all, it's gonna make a perfect figure for your collection if you're all about that, you know, Masters Universe collecting life. So that's it's definitely a nice piece. Yeah, I'm not trying to get every figure. I'm just trying to get the ones that I like. I skipped a few. Not really feeling that Evelyn, that buff Evelyn. I wasn't really feeling that figure. And like Andra, wasn't really feeling her in the show. But yeah, we got some new figures coming up. Can't wait to do reviews on those. I'm gonna do like a wave. Gotta get the 2 bad. So some of those videos are coming up. You guys stay tuned. We're gonna have more for you. Peace and love, everybody. I'm gonna catch you on the west side, and I'm out.